Hey everybody, welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. Well, we're working on week 4 of me not feeling well. But I am starting to feel better. And so it wasn't a cold, it was definitely the flu because fevers don't come with colds. But I'm on the mend. Things are doing good. I've got my pineapple sage up over here, you guys, in this container now. I sold my other big container full of pineapple sage to somebody else, and these were cuttings that I took from my other pineapple sage, and I've got them rooted down real far into the pot. So I can't wait for this to come back in the spring. There was one other herb that somebody was telling me comes back. I'm wanting to say somebody said in this region, it was one of those fig guys, Ben's, up in Seattle. Ben's, I can't remember his channel name. Anyways, he does a lot of videos on figs, but now he's going to be shifting his focus to bonsais. And you guys, he was saying that, what was it? The golden berries, like the ones I've been growing, he says they come back in the spring from the roots, just like this right here, the pineapple sage. So I have some in a container pot that I would overwinter every year indoors, and I decided this year I'm not going to overwinter it. Walter's got a little shirt on. He messed up the back, so it's like folded up. But yeah, so I'm thinking about testing that out, putting it out in the greenhouse just to protect it a little bit more from the frost and that sort of thing. I have it on my table over here, and a lot of the leaves have died off on it up top, and we'll see if it comes back from the roots or not. I've done it in the past here, and it's not come back before. So we will see if it does happen or not. But I've tried it before, and nothing came back in the spring. So maybe I just need to wait a little bit longer like I did with my pineapple sage. So we'll see. But yeah, it looks like I do need a water up here. My container with my St. John's wort is looking a wee bit dry, so I need to give that some water. That one looks moist still. It could just be the type of soil that I have in this one is drying out more. Looks like this one needs to be watered a little bit. They all look like they could use some water. I haven't been out in the garden as much. So I've got my Mexican tarragon and this one. This one is also supposed to come back from the roots. So I'll be experimenting with that this year to see how that goes. I didn't harvest anything off of it this year, but it does look like I've got some seed pods up here that I can collect and possibly try to grow more in this container. But I also have a little rose bush that took off right here and rooted. So it looks like I've got about two cuttings, possibly 3 cuttings that actually rooted of the roses that I took cuttings from this year. So it'll be exciting to find out what color roses they put on in the spring, because I have a feeling these will make roses next year, but the bushes won't be that big right away. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to be doing a little bit of gardening. I had today off, but I had other things I needed to do, like helping my son with his homeschooling. He will be going back to public school in January. With me having a job, it just, I'm not home enough to be able to make sure he's staying on track. And so he's wanting to try to just, go ahead and finish out this semester and then go back to public school in the winter months in January. So we're looking forward to that. And also he's saying he feels a little bit lonely. So we're going to get some more interaction with him, with his peers. And so hopefully he'll do well. Also going to be getting him tested to see if he has Asperger's, just like my middle son, because it seems like it might be something that is inherited. I had an autistic person come up to me when we lived in Colorado Springs, and he told me, did you know that autism runs in families? And this was from the mouth of the mouth of the horse. He was autistic himself. And I was like, no, I never heard that before. And so I've been wondering myself if, I might also have tendencies to being autistic, or at least high functioning Asperger's, that sort of thing. It's not like full autism. It's just you're like within a spectrum, I guess you could say. But I have no clue. I've never been diagnosed by a doctor with having it, but I wouldn't be surprised. because I am pretty intelligent. I do tend to gab. I do get off topic pretty easy, and sometimes it's hard for me to focus. So other than that, and then I am kind of detail orientated when it comes to certain things, and so I don't know. I don't want to diagnose myself, but I might want to talk to the doctor about it and see what's going on there, because more and more people are realizing that, it is something that is real, and it would explain a lot of things. It would explain why I had a hard time learning when I was younger and that sort of thing. But anyways, let's talk about the plants again. So anyways, all of my herbs look like they need water. Some of them more than others, or less than others. So everything's looking good. Oh my gosh, look at my lemongrass, you guys. It is crazy. Now, I haven't harvested on this at all this year. I just really wanted it to grow and expand in the container. So that's how it's looking. This blushing maiden tea plant, you guys, has a lot of blossoms getting ready to open. So apparently it blooms in the fall, kind of like my Thanksgiving cactus, aka everybody likes to call them Christmas cactuses. But I found out that the different shaped leaves on the Christmas cactuses, the Thanksgiving cactuses, and the Easter cactuses have different shapes to their cactus leaves. And so they actually have different categories for them. But yeah, it also blooms in the fall and winter months. So this is the Blushing Maiden. Very, very, very pretty pink color. So this one has the pink flowers. And the other variety of tea plant has the white flowers. But I got the Blushing Maiden because I just thought it was really cool. So everything's looking good. My stinging nettles look really good. I probably should come out here and harvest these before the winter air really kills them off. But they're kind of protected under the house right here. And this is how my olive herb is looking. Looks like it could use a little bit of water too, but it's looking great. That's gone dormant. Everything over here is pretty much spent, pretty much done. The tomatoes died back. I never did get to collect everything. It does look like the tomatoes, the green tomatoes on there, I could still collect. And so I just need to get a day where I can come out here and collect them. Today would have been a great day, but like I said, I was focusing on helping my son with his schoolwork today. And then I've got all these little pots right here along the edge here with all the different herbs and stuff. So what I'm thinking about doing is planting all of these that I was trying to sell but didn't sell. So I'm thinking what I might do is I might just plant them in here all the way down and just let them do their thing. Except for the willows, I'm gonna go ahead and probably move those somewhere else. These are right here, so I need to move those. The rosemary, I'm not exactly sure. It can die in this region in the winter, because I did have one die last year when we had a really, really cold winter storm come through. But my other one had survived, so I don't know. I might just put those into the greenhouse as well. But the mint's fine, the thyme is fine, and the sage is okay. So I'm going to plant all of those in here. I've got mint over here, so I'm thinking about just doing some mint and then doing like every other block with the plants, and then get those in the ground. And I'm not going to worry about bringing those ones with me because I do have some planted in my container pots already. And then I have these plants over here. These are the ones that'll be for sale in the spring. That's if we make it to spring, because it's looking like, you guys, we may end up moving, possibly, come February, March time frame, somewhere in the spring, possibly. And so I just have a strong feeling things are going to be changing. God's moving. Plans are changing. And so, yeah. I'm really, really, really excited about it. So I'm not worrying about selling anything right now, really. If I have to bring them with me, these are all small containers, so I'm totally fine with that. I just need to cut out the tomatoes and collect all those. I mean, it's nice right now. After the video, maybe I should do that, because they're all green, most of them, and they will ripen. But yeah, I need to make something with them, because it's pretty much said and done this season for all the tomatoes and stuff. So I need to get everything taken care of, cut out, cut down, all of that good stuff. So everything is looking really, really good, you guys. I'm really, really pleased with the season. For the most part, it was very cold season this summer. We just never really had a summer. It was like winter, spring, all summer long. And then even my trees were trying to go dormant. They were trying to put on yellow leaves all summer long, you guys. And so the only things that did really well were my raspberry bushes, my blackberry bushes, and funny enough, also my elderberries did okay considering the all the spraying I had to do on the flowers when we got our new little neighbor dog over here. But hey, it is all good. He's such a pretty dog, and I've made my peace with it. You know what I mean? I was complaining a lot about it, but I'm just we all complain, but but it is what it is. And I got the whole section all mowed, all cleared out. We do have mushrooms that grow in our yard here that are edible. I haven't seen any over here, but I wanted to go ahead and mow everything down just in case any grew over here. I did see one over by the shed. However, it had already been frosted on and was basically a goner. Since the frost came early this year, I don't know if any more mushrooms will grow unless we get like a nice little warm couple weeks. So there's that. And it's actually not so bad out here right now, and the fresh air is actually really, really awesome. So you guys, I'm just so excited. A lot of my plants over here have actually started losing their leaves. My elderberries, I have quite a few elderberries that rooted here, the thunderclouds. Very, very pleased with that. And I had some rooting over here and some over here of the different varieties. And it looks like I got some grass coming up in here, so I need to come in here and weed, because I got grass in here with my the thicker leaves are the a different plant. So that's my crocuses, or not crocus, but grape hyacinths. So I see some grass in there, so I need to weed those out. The leaves are falling off of my apricot tree that I grew from seed. I've got almost all the leaves. So like maybe 3 or 4 left on the gold cot. My cherry plum is looking pretty cool. It's yellow leaves, almost halfway off, which is really cool. Frost peach has lost it. No, that's Fantasia. Frost peach has lost quite a few here. Then it's got the citation that's come up from the roots, so that'll be interesting. I do want to let those grow because I do want to taste the citation peach. My Russian high cranberry has lost majority of its leaves, and its fruit actually came in to be ripe before fall, so that was really interesting to see. This rooted, I took a cutting from a bush, and this is lemon verbena in my hand, but I took a cutting and it's snug in there. This one I don't know. Nope, that one's not. It's not rooted. I might want to bring that inside. But I have new sections that are trying to make more branching down here on the Russian or Ukraine. What is it? I'm saying Russian. It's not Russian. It's Ukraine high bush cranberry. So it's not a real cranberry bush, but it tastes a lot like cranberry. And then all of the leaves on the crandall currant. This is the black crandall currant. There's no leaves on it. After we move and we get to our homestead, I will be getting a golden crandall currant as well. So I'll have one that makes yellow berries and one that makes black berries. So black as in black currant, and then a golden currant. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I do have that other white currant. And so here is the leaves on the sharp blue blueberry, and you guys, it's still blooming. Look at that. We're into October, almost the end of October, and I've got blooms still on this bush. That's crazy. I've got little blueberries right there. And I'm like, I have never seen this before. So this is the first year my blueberry bush has ever done this. And so, this one tends to keep its leaves a lot. So that's how the leaves are all looking. The leaves are all coming off of the pink blueberry. That's pink lemonade. The other blueberry I want to try to get is the popcorn blueberry. And so that one's even lighter pink than this one. But when we get our homestead, I definitely want to get at least another few pink lemonade blueberries. And they are really some of my favorites. So I'll probably invest a little bit more into like a nice section of blueberries, because I love blueberries. And so definitely want to get more of the pink. And I would be okay with just a couple of these and then having pink in between each one of them. I think that would be really, really fun. So I'm good with these. I do like I think it was the Patriot that I said that I like the flavor of the most. And here's the Patriot right here. And then the Spartan right here, I did trim it back, and I am training the limbs to go higher because I like the more upright growth. So I trimmed it out pretty vigorously. But don't worry, it's going to grow back really nice and full and bushy next spring, much like my pink lemonade did over here. And it was nice and bushy and full, and next year it'll get even fuller. So I'm really loving the growth, and so I'm just loving it. And my Patriot already has a really nice shape, so I didn't have to do much of anything to it. So excited, you guys, with how all of my blueberries are looking as well. And then all the rest of the trees, my apple trees are looking really good over here. And then I don't have any pears over here, but I have some that I grew from seed from the store that I went to the store and got those seeds and planted those, and those are doing really good. My ash is losing almost all of its leaves. I am loving my ash. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm keeping it. Right here are all the seedlings, apple seedlings that I grew from seed. Again, I am just experimenting with them. I know what master gardeners say about growing things from seed. I don't care. I'm doing this for the fun of it. So there's that. But they're looking really good, you guys. So I'm just waiting for them to do their thing. So I'm not going to take you into the greenhouse. Not a whole lot's changed. I'll take you guys in another day. But back here on the back side of the greenhouse, as you can see, the greenhouse. It has a pink cover now. Actually, it's lavender. So I did get a new cover for the greenhouse, and I picked the lavender one. And it looks pretty solid pink or lavender color, as you may want to say. But a lot of light actually gets into it, and it's got this grid pattern on it. And it's actually a lot sturdier. However, it doesn't really fit my greenhouse that great. But it does the job. It does good enough. And then it has these side flaps, which is really nice. And there's a lot of Velcro ties inside, so it was a lot easier to stick on, which I really liked. So there's some things about this I really like, and then, there was things about the other one that I liked better, but I like that this plastic is a lot thicker on this one, so hopefully it'll do well. But it does have these little sections here that you can loop on and tie it down, which is really awesome. So back here, I've got my white currant right here. And then right here, hey! And then right here, I've got my sweet chestnut trees. They're doing amazing. So anyways, you guys, that's all I have for you today. The dogs. Oh, man. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to come back over here into the shade. And you guys have a wonderful day. Comment, like, and subscribe, and click that bell button. And as always, have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.